Muy buenos días compañeros y bienvenidos todos a Sugar City Morning Show para hoy, miércoles 3 de enero. Son exactamente las 7:02 y es un gran gusto saludarles hoy por la mañana. Un gran gusto enviarles saludos atentos desde Trial Farm, Orange Walk, aquí en la calle San Lorenzo, la avenida San Lorenzo. Una mañana preciosa aquí en Orange Walk. En realidad, no exageradamente fría, está un poquito frío, sí, pero no está exagerado. Aproximadamente 64, 65 grados Fahrenheit. Y, y pues, sí, la gente anda con una camisa o algo así, pero no están completamente abrigados, por decir, porque están gozando del clima. Eh, Estamos transmitiendo en vivo desde Nortevisión, Canal 10, aquí en la avenida San Lorenzo en Orange Walk, Trial Farm. Y nuestra señal se permite ver por todo el país de Belice. Pero importantemente, compañeros, somos la única estación que se ve absolutamente claro y gratis, aunque no tengas cable, aquí en la región de Orange Walk y Corozal. Somos la única estación por aire aquí y mucha gente cuenta con esta ventaja porque no hay ninguna otra estación aparte de Canal 10 que transmite por aire. Ese es un hecho y eso es algo que negociantes necesitan ver porque la gran cantidad de gente que opta a no tener cable es fuerte, es formidable y entonces pues no todos tienen cable, así que están haciendo de menos toda la gran cantidad de gente que no tiene cable y que ve únicamente Canal 10. Bienvenidos compañeros y gracias por su audiencia, por su patrocinio, aquellos que ya tratan con nosotros. Hoy por la mañana sucede, como digo siempre, comienzo del año, pero no tenemos internet aquí en esta región, pero no le vamos a poder traer el reporte del tiempo, pero vamos a continuar como siempre con nuestra oración, porque no necesitamos internet para eso. Padre, te damos las gracias por un día más. Te damos las gracias por la vida, la salud, las fuerzas. Te damos gracias por nuestros familiares, nuestros compañeros, nuestras amistades. Te damos gracias, Padre, por todo que haces por nosotros a través de ese gran amor que tienes para nosotros. Muchas gracias, Padre. Aún en momentos de duda, Padre, aun cuando yo tengo dudas y no de tu existencia, sino pero de que quizás no me quieras ayudar con ciertas cosas, tú siempre me ayudas porque me amas incondicionalmente. Gracias por eso, Padre. Muchas gracias. Te pido que continúes bendiciéndonos. Te pido que continúes protegiéndonos y ayudándonos. Te pido como siempre por los enfermos, los ancianos, los niños desamparados. Te pido como siempre por aquellas personas que están caminando en las calles sin saber dónde van. Te pido como siempre por las madres solteras y también los padres solteros. Te pido también, Padre, por todos nosotros, que tengamos un día exitoso y donde podamos salir de las garras del egoísmo y poder ser más humildes y hacer tu voluntad. Padre, te bendecimos, te adoramos, te glorificamos siempre. Amén. Compañeros, si estás cumpliendo años, hoy que la pases de maravilla, que si estás celebrando lo que estés celebrando, aniversarios, lo que sea, que lo pases de maravilla. Quizás te subieron el sueldo este comienzo del año y quizás estás todavía en celebration mode. Así que it's a pleasure to welcome you this morning to the Sugar City Morning Show. And we're transmitting live from Channel 10, North Vision, here in Orange Walk Town. And it's a pleasure to be able to enter your homes through the magic of technology. Good morning. And like I said in Spanish, We unfortunately don't have any internet here, so we cannot share the weather report, but we will be right back with you with more after these messages when it's exactly 7 minutes after 7, and we'll be joined by my co-host. Let's take a break and we'll be right back.
There's no need to go across the border to enjoy sun, sand, and crystal blue waters. Belize's northern islands and reef are just a boat ride away. Go slow and immerse yourself into the Caribbean Sea or enjoy some fresh coconut water. Or pick up the pace on an island where locals can enjoy sandy beaches by day and feast on your fresh catch by night. Discover the Mesoamerican Barrier Reef and submerge yourself into another world where you can experience a tropic jam you will want to return. You can also make new friends along the way. Belize, where you can discover how to be a Belizean traveler.
6 cylinders to pure potential with better performance.
Looks like it vibrates. You think it could be the horsepower?
With a quart of oil and the calibration of the injectors, it will start to get the washers again on the street.
We take a motor to its optimal level. We speak machine, rush runs, making the world function. Authorized agent, German Vega & Sons. Telephone number 322-3625. Email germanvega@btl.net.
They see you and know you're living. Always a star. Yes, you live in color to the limit. Large and in charge. Yes, that's why you rock with Buster. Refreshing range of colorful flavors. Always a star, never the audience. You run things ever run yours. Yes, you are the life of it, not just a part of it. Your life is never black and white. Live in full color. Buster.
Every day when my daddy gets up to go to work, he says this is for me to have a better life. But I say, Daddy, we have a better life. Mommy don't have to leave home to wash my clothes anymore. We don't have to go all the way to a pump and back home to several buckets. No, Mommy just have to turn on the pipe and wash up and make we bathe as long as we want. Even the school teacher make we wash we hand a pipe instead of nasty bucket like before. See, Daddy, life is better. Water the life.
Everybody wants a clean and healthy family. That's us at fax at 322-2571 or email us at germanvega@btl.net. German Vega and Sons Limited, because we care for you.
Need an escape from your daily schedule? Why not become a tourist in your own country? Discover Western Belize. Transport back in time and be awed by the reminiscences of the Mayan civilization. Be adventurous or spend a day with family and friends enjoying the serenity of the Macau River. Sample a Kaya staple or pick up some fresh produce to make your own delicacy. Come visit us in Western Belize. Belize, where you can discover how to be a Belizean traveler.
Notice the residents of rural communities in Orange Walk and Corozal districts. If you value your health and your children's health, you will dispose of your garbage only at approved sites. The disposal of garbage at any other location is illegal, and if caught, you can be fined up to $5,000. If you don't get caught, you can still suffer health impacts caused by these illegal sites, because illegal dump sites harbor pests such as rodents, possums, and mosquitoes that carry diseases. These can transmit those diseases to you and your children. In addition, the garbage you throw away illegally can contaminate water bodies near your community, the same water bodies you might use for recreation or other purposes. Only with your help can the Department of Environment ensure that Belize's development is safe for present and future generations. You can also contact your local village council or Belize Solid Waste Management Authority for more information. The Department of Environment thanks you for your help.
Thousands of Belizeans across the country are benefiting in the area of education and human resources development, water and sanitation systems enhancement. Funding for these national developmental projects are secured through the Basic Needs Trust Fund 7 and 8 programs under CDB, with counterpart funding by the government of Belize and in-kind contributions by communities. CDB is one of government's strategic partners in answering the clarion call in pursuit to alleviate poverty. The BNTF program is CDB's flagship poverty reduction program that has contributed significantly to the national development of Belize since 1979. In the quest of providing an educational foundation, teachers and parents receive training in enhanced educational leadership and parenting skills. The aim to nurture capacity building, in particular teachers and the development of students at school and at home. In recognition of the rapid technological environment, SIF distributed computers, including smartboards, projectors, risographs, and other equipment to schools to enhance the school's curriculum. Another hallmark of the fund's momentous achievements is in the area of water and sanitation. Access to safe water will enable men, women, and children to meet their daily needs, such as drinking, cooking, bathing, and washing. Access to safe water will also contribute significantly in improving community health and hygiene. SIF, in conjunction with BNTF and in collaboration with the Ministries of Health and Education, embarked on a Wash Is Training program. Beneficiaries included the communities of San Victor, Pueblo Viejo, Conejo, as well as public awareness programs. Access to good quality education, both academic and vocational, will enable students, future leaders, to become positive citizens, doctors, teachers, scientists, police officers, entrepreneurs, engineers, farmers, and the list goes on. This means the country's most cherished and greatest asset, our children, are given the opportunity to acquire a quality education in a healthy and conducive environment. The intervention by government and BNTF has resulted in the completion and rehabilitation of 10 schools inclusive of sub-projects in various communities. The completion of solar energy water systems will significantly contribute as an alternate energy source of supply. Since its inception 2 decades ago, the Social Investment Fund has implemented over 500 plus basic infrastructure and social projects across Belize.
The Social Investment Fund, breaking the cycle of poverty.
Motor 5.0, 4 válvulas por cilindro. Todos quisiéramos una.
Como que no agarra, ¿no? Siento como que se le pega el...
¿Balancín? Vamos a darte el aceite que te mereces. Vas a correr como rayos, preciosa.
Los que oímos más allá de las revoluciones, hablamos máquina. Roche-France, poniendo el mundo a funcionar.
Agente autorizado German Vega y Sons. Teléfono 322-3625. Roche-France.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Get serious. Get Bob.
The new Belize City Civic Center is taking shape at the foot of the Balkan Bridge and is expected to be completed by December 2017. This multi-purpose mega facility will boast an air-conditioned interior with a seating capacity of 4,500, a FIBA-certified wooden main court and 3 practice courts, offices, media boxes, and multiple locker rooms. Another basketball court with 24-hour access to the public and parking for 200 vehicles. This $34 million investment highlights a new era of world-class sporting infrastructure for the entire country of Belize. The government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
I love my Digicel 4G LTE data. Between work and school, I have to multitask to keep up. When I'm on the move, I have everything I need no matter where I go. Whether it's research for school, emails for work, or Facebook, Snapchat, and YouTube while on those long bus rides, Digicel 4G LTE got me covered. Digicel 4G LTE's nationwide coverage is exactly what I need to get me where I'm going. They're truly the bigger, better network.
The bigger, better network. Digicel.
The sunny days are here, and whether it's for a picnic or in your kitchen, you need the meat. Gillette's Meat Shop proudly offers a variety of juicy cuts such as processed meats, ham, bacon, salami, longaniza, and sugar cure ham, just to mention a few. Enjoy our meats in beef, pork, and mutton. So for that healthy cut your family enjoys, visit us at number 18 San Antonio Road in Orange Walk from Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. and 1:30 p.m. to 6 p.m. Saturdays, 7 a.m. to 12:30 and 3 to 5 p.m. Sundays, 8 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Place your orders at 322-3486 or 322-2175 or even 610-4061. Send us an email at DerekGillett31@gmail.com. Gillette's Meat Shop, fresh and processed meats.
You have an 8-cylinder powerful engine disguised as an aluminum alloy that spins at 8,000 revolutions per minute.
It goes like this. You think it's a turbo?
No, with a cleaning of injectors and a change of oil, you will run more efficient, my friend.
For those who understand the engine like it talks to you, we speak machine. Rush France, making the world function. Authorized agent, German Vega and Sons. Telephone number 322-3625. Email germanvega@btl.net.
The Philip Colton Highway between Belize City and the Philip Colton International Airport is getting a major facelift to the tune of $31.5 million. Section A of the highway upgrading project between Haulover Bridge and PGIA is nearing completion at an investment of $13.6 million. Works include construction of retaining walls to prevent erosion, widening of the road cross-section to include paved road shoulders, pavement restoration and resurfacing. The project also includes installation of LED road lighting and safety features such as signs, reflectors, road marking, and improved visibility through the clearing of the road reserve. The government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
Punta Gorda Town now has a modern multi-purpose sporting facility thanks to the government of Belize. The brand new complex is double the size of the prior venue, and some of the features include a FIBA certified wooden court with padding underneath, seating capacity for 1,000, changing rooms, locker rooms, and offices. This $3.4 million investment in the town of Punta Gorda is being heralded by the residents of PG.
I feel very excited because this is first time a port like this is built in PG.
This is a big achievement for the town because we have a lot of the youths when they come out and want to play ball the same way, and this just a put up on another level.
A lot of youths that can't even wait to play on the new court because it's so official and it's something new to PG in the whole.
I want to thank the government of Belize because they look out for PG, you know.
The government of Belize, moving Belize forward. There's no need to go across the border to enjoy sun, sand, and crystal blue waters. Belize's northern islands and reef are just a boat ride away. Go slow and immerse yourself into the Caribbean Sea or enjoy some fresh coconut water. Or pick up the pace on an island where locals can enjoy sandy beaches by day and feast on your fresh fish catch by night. Discover the Mesoamerican barrier reef and submerge yourself into another world where you can experience a tropic jam you will want to return. You can also make new friends along the way. Belize, where you can discover how to be a Belizean traveler.
6 cylinders to pure potential and better performance.
It looks like it vibrates. You think it could be the horsepower?
With a quart of oil and the calibration of the injectors, it will start to get the watchers again on the street.
We take a motor to its optimal level. We speak machine. Rush France, making the world function. Authorized agent, German Vega & Sons. Telephone number 322-3625. Email germanvega@btl.net.
They see you and how you're living. Always a star. Yes, you live in color to the limit. Large and in charge. Yes, that's why you rock with Buster. Refreshing range of colorful flavors. Always a star, never the audience. You run things ever run yours. Yes, you are the life of it, not just a part of it. Your life is never black and white. Live in full color. Buster.
Bienvenidos de vuelta, compañeros, a Sugar City Morning Show. Desafortunadamente, nuestro compañero no podrá estar con nosotros aquí hoy por la mañana. Y de malas también el internet está nada más asomándose. Está nada más empezando a entrar. Así que trataremos sobre el curso de este segmento, compartir el reporte del estado del tiempo con ustedes y a ver qué sucede más luego, porque ya sabes de que cuando ya te acostumbras con el internet, famoso internet, ya difícilmente haces otras cosas. Pero compañeros, yo quisiera rápidamente hablarles tantito acerca de la muerte de este joven Farid Ahmad, que sucedió en la ciudad de Belice. Ya sabemos de que se le ha puesto un cargo a la policía Brown por el asesinato de este joven. Y ya te haces, pero ¿por qué decido hablar acerca de esto? Es simplemente porque hay tantas preguntas acerca de qué sucedió en realidad aquí en este asesinato. ¿Qué sucedió? Se supone que él había ido a la estación de policía el 21 de diciembre a reportar de que lo habían estado hostigando, por decir, la policía, y que lo habían detenido y que lo habían hasta esposado, ponerle handcuffs, simplemente para llevarlo a la estación de policía a hacerle preguntas. Y eso está fuera de lo común, porque si es que vas a llevar a alguien simplemente para hacerle preguntas, pues entonces no hay necesidad de esposarlo. Bueno, resulta de que fue a poner una queja formal a la policía y esto fue, no podría yo decir claramente si es que esta fue una vez nada más o varias veces, porque la información no está clara. Pero lo que sí podemos decir, compañeros, es de que el hermano mayor de este individuo había sido muerto en las Filipinas. Y no sé si esto tiene algo que ver. Si quizás la policía lo está viendo como quizás hay una posibilidad de algún vínculo con algunos grupos de afuera. No lo sé si quizás esta familia está vinculada con estos. No se sabe si eso es así, pero no entiendo por qué es que entonces la policía había estado deteniendo a miembros de esta familia y haciéndole 1000 preguntas. Pues, por lo general, nos gusta decir que si no es así, es casi así. No sé si nos podemos atrever a decir lo mismo para esta vez, para este incidente. ¿Será que al final del día la policía simplemente no tiene la información y anda buscando ver a qué aferrarse? ¿O será que quizás sí tienen información acerca de un vínculo? ¿Será posible? ¿Será que eso explica la razón por qué han estado deteniendo a este Farid Ahmad? ¿Y por qué? Para hacerle preguntas. Pero al final del día se supone que este joven es un joven destacado, que es un barbero, sí. Es uno de los mejores barberos en la ciudad de Belice. Muy popular, sí. También muy envuelto en deportes, sí. Referee y todo. Y que es una persona que trabaja dentro de su comunidad para el mejoramiento de su gente. Muy cierto. Pero eso no dice que no podría ser otra cosa. Yo simplemente estoy tratando de entender las situaciones y por qué es que lo han estado vigilando y por qué hasta cierto punto lo han detenido, lo han llevado a la estación de policía. Luego entonces, compañeros, sucede lo que notamos extraño. Ya luego que él fue a hacer el reporte a la estación de policía, el 21, pues, ¿qué hacía él a medianoche con un miembro del Special Assignment Team? El mismo SAT contra él, en el que él puso una queja en contra. Así es que lo debí decir. Él había justamente puesto una queja en contra de este mismo equipo. Es un grupo de policías que se llama Special Assignment Team. Entonces la pregunta es, ¿qué hacía él con un miembro de esta policía en su vehículo, una mujer por decir, casi medianoche en Hattieville? ¿Y qué sucedió? Que al final del día fue muerto por esta misma mujer. ¿Será que quizás esta mujer lo mató intencionalmente? Pero te preguntas, ¿pero por qué? Si una queja contra alguien no es razón suficiente para matar a alguien. Así que, una pregunta ahí bastante fuerte. Una queja no es razón para ir a matar, y ni se sabe si es que la queja fue hecho a su contra de esta mujer. Sin embargo, fue muerto por la pistola de esta mujer. Eso es lo que se alega. Y si no fue por decir una razón así muy fuerte para matar a alguien, un asesinato, si no fue que quizás ella lo tenía planificado, entonces, ¿qué sucedió? ¿Será que simplemente hubo un altercado? ¿Será que quizás empezó como una discusión? ¿O será que fue un accidente finalmente? Se supone que la policía, la mujer, no debió de tener su pistola a ese momento. Pues eso es lo que escuchamos ayer. Y yo quisiera a este punto compartir con ustedes cierta información que dice que, y en inglés lo voy a tener que leer, compañeros. One of the most sensational murders of 2017 happened right at the end of the year. Pues justamente de esto estamos hablando. Una de las muertes muertes más sensacionales, por decir, porque pues es una persona muy popular, conocida, y Farid Ahmad es un hombre musulmán, es un referee, es un barbero, es un referee de fútbol y también es una persona que se ocupa dentro de su comunidad para tratar de ayudar a su comunidad. Well, tonight, woman police constable Michelle Brown is accused of killing him, as I told you. And in a shocking reversal, the cop from the special assignment team is in jail tonight, on remand for murder. So it's not manslaughter, it is murder. While she has been charged, there's still so much uncertainty about what happened inside Ahmad's SUV last Thursday night. Pues es justamente lo que estamos diciendo. Hay mucha incertidumbre acerca de qué es lo que sucedió, por qué esta mujer va a matar a este hombre. Okay? It ended with him being shot in the face and then crashing on the shoulder of the highway right within his home of Hatterville. The cops later retrieved a Bronx police-issued firearm from the SUV, which they say she should not have had on her. And they found 2 bullet holes in his driver's side window. Así que aquí claramente dice que la policía confirma que ella no debió de tener su arma con ella a esa hora. Así que, ¿por qué será que lo mantuvo con ella? ¿Será que en realidad lo tenía planificado? ¿Será muy posible que quizás hay una relación entre esas dos personas? ¿Será posible? Pues no lo sabemos. His family believed that Brown was somewhat responsible for his death, but they gave the investigators room to do their job. Well, that's a mild way of saying it. Somehow responsible. Well, actually, now she has been charged for murder. But the point is well taken, that they permitted the police to do their job. And so she has been arraigned on the charge of murder. So I just want to quickly go over this section here, because this is okay, here we are. Okay, here we are. Police Constable Michelle Brown had to be carried from the holding cell to the Chief Magistrate's courtroom. It was clear that the injuries she suffered from in the crash last Thursday were still affecting her. But all around the courthouse, officers from the Special Patrol Unit set up a sort of a security zone. They restricted vehicle access, but for the most part, they left the press and other civilians to move about freely. Whatever commotion they were expecting at court due to their colleagues' arraignment, however, did not happen. So although we did see the head of the Ahmad family waiting across the street from the courtroom, most likely looking for a glimpse of the woman police that has been charged for Mr. Ahmad's murder. The press also saw the man who the court sources says Officer Brown's father. He went into the Chief Magistrate's courtroom and sat there in anticipation of the court proceedings, well before they started. So you have the police officer's father sitting in the Chief Magistrate's court and waiting to see what goes on. As for Miss Brown herself, she was arraigned by Chief Magistrate Sharon Fraser on a single count of murder. The proceedings were brief, ladies and gentlemen, very brief. She was told the bail was not an option and that she would be remanded until the 9th of March. Kaput. Now, ACP Chester Williams, which is Assistant Commissioner of Police, or the officer in charge of the Professional Standards Branch, obviously, if somebody from within the police department has just been remanded on a charge of murder, well, then it calls for the Special Standards Branch to do an internal investigation in the police department as to what in the world, or what in hell is going on at the police department. But ACP Chester Williams says the post-mortem examination was conducted on Friday, and the doctor certified that he died as a result of blunt force trauma to the head, as a result of road traffic accident, as well as a consequence of gunshot wounds to the face. Well, at first there had been some sort of chat, or that really the gunshot wounds, the gunshot to his face, to Ahmad's face, did not kill him. What killed him was the hit that he went through, that he suffered after he crashed into another vehicle. And well, this confirms that it says, and that's why I paused when it says that he died as a result of a blunt force trauma to the head as a result of the accident, as well as a consequence of gunshot wounds. They have since arrested and charged WPC Michelle Brown for the crime of murder in respect of Farid's death, and she was also charged administratively for neglect of duty, in that she failed to hand over her issued firearm before reporting off duty. Ladies and gentlemen, is this a sheer coincidence that she did not report it? Or can it be that perhaps it's something that it has been going on all the time, and that the controls are not in place at the police department, and that she would perhaps be taking the gun with her all the time, and just know that it has been discovered that she has that she did not take in her gun, and that now she's being charged? But can it be that it was a situation that was commonplace? Can it be, ladies and gentlemen? I hope not. Well, it says, however, that, let me just quickly pause here. As well as she was charged for neglecting to hand in her gun, as well as for act of prejudice to good order and discipline, in that by unlawful harm she caused the death of Farid Ahmad. Now let me repeat that, because I want to understand exactly what that means. We have also since arrested and charged WPC Michelle Brown for the crime of murder in respect of Farid's death, and she was also charged administratively for neglect of duty. Now this is, I believe, an internal charge, okay? An internal administrative charge for neglect of duty, in that she failed to hand over her issued firearm before reporting off duty, as well as for act of prejudice to good order and discipline, in that by unlawful harm she caused the death of Farid Ahmad. I would believe that that is something completely internal, okay? She will be arraigned on those administrative charges as soon as, well, I would believe that she has been arraigned on those charges, because this is a report that we got from ACP Chester Williams yesterday. ACB Chester Williams continues and says that Mr. Farid was taken out of the vehicle after the impact and he was walking around. Yes, and the doctor was saying that one of the reasons why he could not have said anything was because the gunshot injuries damaged something in the throat that would have allowed him to speak. So he was perhaps walking but was unable to utter any words. The people on the scene were saying that he tried to speak, but his words were not coming out, and so the doctor explained that this was because of the injuries to the throat that prevented him from bringing out his words. We're going step by step, ladies and gentlemen, because we're going. So ACB Chester Williams continues and says that people out there saying that we must get the WPC to talk, and this is Chester saying, and his thing, and my thing to them is the Constitution protects you from the right of self-incrimination. Well, that's a fact. The Constitution protects you from the right of self-incrimination. So it tells you, well, you don't have to testify if you're going to testify against yourself. Very simply. And the commissioner's role clearly outlined the procedures by which statements are to be recorded from suspected persons, which she is one, and she have exercised her constitutional right to remain silent, and in the absence of her saying anything, there is nothing we can do to compel her to speak on that matter. So, for those people, this is important, for those people who are asking, ¿y por qué la bendita mujer no habla? Es porque está ejerciendo su derecho que la Constitución le da, de simplemente no decir nada. De simple decir, yo no digo nada. Y esto es un derecho que ella tiene bajo la Constitución de Belice, porque se piensa que si ella hablara, se causaría más daño. Así que, pues, obviamente prefiere quedarse con la boca callada y no decir absolutamente nada, pero obviamente eso lo hace un poco más difícil para la policía, porque si alguien podría hablar acerca de esto, pues sería esta mujer. Compañeros, y aquí lo interesante, vamos a ir rápidamente aquí. El señor Chester Williams continúa diciendo, the officer who issued her with her firearm on that day in question submitted his report and stated that she was issued with a 9mm pistol and 15 live rounds of ammunition. Her firearm was found with 13 live rounds, and the 2 expended shells were found in the vehicle. We're presuming and hoping that it will be confirmed by ballistics. Well, that the 2 expended shells make up for the 2 that is missing from. Now, this is yesterday's statement. I would believe that they have had enough time to confirm that. So I'm hoping that by today they can confirm, or they have already confirmed. I'm hoping that they've already confirmed that the 2 shells came from Williams' gun, because or else they couldn't have charged her for murder. Okay? Chester Williams continues, and he says, we know that Farid had made a report to police hours before he died, and that was also a subject of our investigation, to be able to see if there is any nexus, any connection between that report and his death. And so far, he says, this is Chester Williams saying, our investigation has not revealed that there is any nexus between the 2. We also looked at whether or not Farid and the W knew each other, and that is still up in the air, which is still one of the things that I question. Can it be that these people had a relationship? Can it be that it's a personal relationship gone whack? Can it be that perhaps it's vengeance on her part? Can it be that we don't know, but we're just at a loss for anything else? So the police are trying to look at all the different possibilities. Can it be that there was a relationship? The investigations from police will continue, yes, and they're hoping that they will be able to obtain Mr. Farid's phone, which is in the possession of the family members, that they can go through it and in the presence to see if they find anything that can assist the police in ascertaining a motive as whether or not they were acquaintances in any way. Well, the telephone would be a crucial piece of evidence there, because if it can show that they perhaps had a conversation. And secondly, it was almost midnight, ladies and gentlemen. It was late at night. What was she doing in his vehicle at that time? Reminding you that the same Farid had just lodged a complaint that very day against the same special assignment team, of which Miss Brown is a member. Can it be that perhaps she intended to kill him? Or can it be that it was very simply an accident? We will leave that up to the police. We'll be right back after these messages. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back after these messages.
Every day when my daddy gets up to go to work, he says this is for me to have a better life. But I say, Daddy, we have a better life. Mommy don't have to leave home to wash my clothes anymore. We don't have to go all the way to a pump and back home to wash every bucket. No, Mommy just have to turn on the pipe and wash up and make we bathe as long as we want. Even the school teacher make we wash behind the pipe instead and not a bucket like before. See, Daddy, life is better. Water the life.
Everybody wants a clean and healthy family. That's why they purchase the best food products and the cleansing materials. This time, we give you a bigger size of La Costeña products like the mouth-watering fried beans and the pasta sauce. And surely for your clean laundry, we have the breathtaking aroma of Ensueño Max Suavitel. Even your visitors will ask what you clean your floors and restrooms with. And you can boast it is the variety of Pinol products and Sultan Muriatic acid now in 900 milliliters. And much more for the best prices only at German Vega and Sons Imports. We serve you at number 5 San Antonio Road, Orange Walktown. You can even call us at 322-3625 or 322-2672. Or you can even send us a fax at 322-2571 or email us at germanvega@btl.net. German Vega and Sons Limited, because we care for you.
Need an escape from your daily schedule? Why not become a tourist in your own country? Discover Western Belize. Transport back in time and be awed by the reminiscences of the Mayan civilization. Be adventurous or spend a day with family and friends enjoying the serenity of the Macau River. Sample a Kaya staple or pick up some fresh produce to make your own delicacy. Come visit us in Western Belize. Belize, where you can discover how to be a Belizean traveler.
Notice the residents of rural communities in Orange Walk and Corozal districts. If you value your health and your children's health, you will dispose of your garbage only at approved sites. The disposal of garbage at any other location is illegal, and if caught, you can be fined up to $5,000. If you don't get caught, you can still suffer health impacts caused by these illegal sites, because illegal dump sites harbor pests such as rodents, possums, and mosquitoes that carry diseases. These can transmit those diseases to you and your children. In addition, the garbage you throw away illegally can contaminate water bodies near your community, the same water bodies you might use for recreation or other purposes. Only with your help can the Department of Environment ensure that Belize's development is safe for present and future generations. You can also contact your local village councils or Belize Solid Waste Management Authority for more information. The Department of Environment thanks you for your help.
Thousands of Belizeans across the country are benefiting in the area of education and human resources development, water and sanitation systems enhancement. Funding for these national developmental projects are secured through the Basic Needs Trust Fund 7 and 8 programs under CDB, with counterpart funding by the government of Belize and in-kind contributions by communities. CDB is one of government's strategic partners in answering the clarion call in pursuit to alleviate poverty. The BNTF program is CDB's flagship poverty reduction program that has contributed significantly to the national development of Belize since 1979. In the quest of providing an educational foundation, teachers and parents receive training in enhanced educational leadership and parenting skills. The aim to nurture capacity building, in particular teachers and the development of students at school and at home. In recognition of the rapid technological environment, SIF distributed computers, including smartboards, projectors, risographs, and other equipment to schools to enhance the school's curriculum. Another hallmark of the fund's momentous achievements is in the area of water and sanitation. Access to safe water will enable men, women, and children to meet their daily needs, such as drinking, cooking, bathing, and washing. Access to safe water will also contribute significantly in improving community health and hygiene. SIF, in conjunction with BNTF and in collaboration with the Ministries of Health and Education, embarked on a Wash with Training program. Beneficiaries included the communities of San Victor, Pueblo Viejo, Conejo, as well as public awareness programs. Access to good quality education, both academic and vocational, will enable students, future leaders, to become positive citizens, doctors, teachers, scientists, police officers, entrepreneurs, engineers, farmers, and the list goes on. This means the country's most cherished and greatest asset, our children, are given the opportunity to acquire a quality education in a healthy and conducive environment. The intervention by government and BNTF has resulted in the completion and rehabilitation of 10 schools inclusive of sub-projects in various communities. The completion of solar energy water systems will significantly contribute as an alternate energy source of supply. Since its inception 2 decades ago, the Social Investment Fund has implemented over 500 plus basic infrastructure and social projects across Belize.
The Social Investment Fund, breaking the cycle of poverty.
Motor 5.0, 4 válvulas por cilindro. Todos quisiéramos una.
Como que no agarra, ¿no? Siento como que se le pega el...
¿Balancín? Vamos a darte el aceite que te mereces. Vas a correr como rayos preciosos.
Los que oímos más allá de las revoluciones, hablamos máquina. Rochefrans, poniendo el mundo a funcionar.
Agente autorizado German Vega y Sons. Teléfono 322-3625. Rochefrans.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Get serious. Get Bob. The new Belize City Civic Center is taking shape at the foot of the Balkan Bridge and is expected to be completed by December 2017. This multi-purpose mega facility will boast an air-conditioned interior with a seating capacity of 4,500, a FIBA-certified wooden main court and 3 practice courts, offices, media boxes, and multiple locker rooms. Another basketball court with 24-hour access to the public and parking for 200 vehicles. This $34 million investment highlights a new era of world-class sporting infrastructure for the entire country of Belize. The government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
I love my Digicel 4G LTE data. Between work and school, I have to multitask to keep up. When I'm on the move, I have everything I need no matter where I go. Whether it's research for school, emails for work, or Facebook, Snapchat, and YouTube while on those long bus rides, Digicel 4G LTE got me covered. Digicel 4G LTE's nationwide coverage is exactly what I need to get me where I'm going. They're truly the bigger, better network.
The bigger, better network. Digicel.
Welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show, and it's exactly 8 o'clock in the morning. Here's sending you best wishes for the day. At this time, I imagine that you have sent off your kids to school or are just about, no, not to school, hell no. The school doesn't begin until Monday, no, but I imagine that you're giving them breakfast. Cuando está adelantado casi unos cuantos días. La escuela no empieza hasta el próximo lunes, perdón. Okay. Pero compañeros, vamos a continuar en la plática que teníamos hace ratitos porque es bastante interesante esto. Es bastante interesante porque luego de que hablemos acerca de los hechos, vamos a hacer unos comentarios acerca, ¿será que es posible que tenemos un caso aquí de abuso de poder de parte de la policía? ¿Será que eso es simplemente abuso de poder? ¿Será que al final del día, aún con todo el entrenamiento y los workshops y los seminars que van aquí y con todo esto, ¿será que todavía no se logra suprimir esas actitudes de parte de ciertos agentes de policía? ¿Será que todavía aún les das un poquito de poder y piensan que tienen todo el poder en el mundo y que pueden hacer lo que quieran y que les dé la bendita gana? ¿Será posible esto, compañeros? Pues, para continuar aquí este reporte, y lo tendré que hacer en inglés, a propósito, vamos a tener al señor Rubén Campos aquí entre muy poco, porque el señor Robert Checky Osher se encuentra enfermo. Okay? And it continues by saying the Ahmad family alleges conspiracy. Now that is a strong word, conspiracy. So, a few hours after the arraignment, this is good, the Ahmad family called a press conference to discuss the major developments that the cops had charged one of their own for the murder of their loved one. And so this grieving family, which distrusts the police for past encounters, made it clear that they want an independent investigator to handle Farid Ahmad's case. They say that for the appearance of transparency, the cops should not be investigating their very own. Here's how Farid's sister explained it. So Tahira Ahmad, who is a sister of the deceased, says quickly, a member of the police department is responsible for the murder of one of the most outstanding, ambitious, law-abiding, community-centered, and self-giving black young barber and businessman in our country. Okay? Just a minute. To the leader of this country, we are asking for independent investigation into the murder of Farid Ahmad. We're asking for this because it is an outright conflict of interest. Well, as you heard, the family insists that Farid's murder is connected to some larger conspiracy. So the press then challenged them on the persistent rumor that Ahmad and Brown had a relationship, and how is it that Abdul Ahmad answered. He says, in reference to the first question, in regards to why we believe it is more than just a relationship between Farid and this female, keep in mind that there is no one at this point that came forward to the police station to give a statement that Farid and this female, W.C. Michelle Brown, do know each other. In reference to why we believe it is more than this female involved in Farid's murder is due to forthcoming information in regards to other members of the SAT team having knowledge implicating themselves in text messages. Chester Williams was informed of these reports earlier today. He received a screenshot of these messages which show the number of those messages, those messages come from. He was shown how this number linked to a specific member of that SAT team. Ladies and gentlemen, this is continues, but at this time I would like to welcome Mr. Ruben Campos. Buenos días, Ruben.
Happy New Year.
Y gracias,
Feliz
igualmente
año
a
nuevo.
ti. Feliz año. ¿Y cómo te trató el año? ¿Te ha estado tratando?
Gracias a Dios, todo bien. Thank God. You know,
Me alegro.
cada día es un día nuevo.
Quiero tomar tiempo aparte, Rubén, para enviarle saludos muy cordiales a tu mamacita.
Yes, today is my mother's 87th birthday, Mrs.
87 años la señora Florencia
Genoveva Campos. Nobody knew her middle name. So we decided to say, well, you know, her name is Florencia Genoveva Campos, better known as Mrs. Poi.
That's
Slaughterhouse Street.
That's my grandmother's name, Genevieve.
So yeah, I want to wish my mother a very happy birthday.
Miss Poi, de corazón te deseamos desde todos aquí en Canal 10 todo lo mejor. 87 años.
Yes, beautiful, and she's still strong.
And they walk strong.
This morning I was with her early, and you know she is very active. I'll dress up. She dress up and listen to this. She would dress up and say, "I wait for you." I said, "Yes, mother, I am here. I'm waiting for you because you like take pictures, so take my picture." And then she came all the way home, got front of the Christmas tree, and she take a pose. So I put a picture of my mother earlier, but of course I had to put today's picture, of course, because that's the memory. And she was all set from 5:30 in the morning. She said, "Esperando." So I played her favorite mañanitas and the songs and rancheras she rang. As a matter of fact, the whole day belongs to her, you know. So you can say the radio is for my mother today, you know, because we love her so much and we are blessed that, you know, when, you know, a lot of people, we must love our mothers and respect them, whether they're young or old, you know, and when God has blessed us with our mother, and, you know, it's something that we cherish, because like they say, every day you take out a marble out of the battle, it's one less.
Pero yo
you know?
siempre digo una cosa, Rubén.
But she's doing wonderful. Happy birthday, Ma. We love you.
Cada día, cuando están a esa edad, cada día debes decirle cuánto la quieres.
Oh, sí, muy especial. Todos los días. Todos los días.
Porque es una plena y neta vergüenza cuando yo oigo de casos, y por eso te felicito a ti, pero oigo de casos cuando las pobres mamás están solas, abandonadas, y los hijos ni siquiera se preocupan de eso. Eso no se da, compañeros.
Y es bueno que digas eso, porque una de sus canciones que dice que quiero que me pongas es La hija de nadie de Yolanda Ríos. She loved that song, and well, we have to comply, you know. It's mother, she's the boss. Yes, and no, we really love her very much, and I'll take the opportunity to say this morning we had greetings from my sister Lali in Dallas, and Ruben Cancino, from my sister Telly Campos Castillo and Raul there in Belize Road, from my sister Conchi in Liberty Avenue, and this morning we had Danny Campos call from LA, we had my other younger brother, Ivan, and then Cheng, lives in the same place with my mother, and Yanira, and the family, all of us joined together to wish her a happy birthday today. So she's very happy today that she got the greetings of her children and her
87
grandchildren.
years old.
Yes.
And I'm sure a lot of people know Miss Poi y se asombrarán de que esta señora todavía camina fuerte y todavía aún tiene la disposición y la actitud de alguien mucho, pero mucho más joven que 87.
Yes, what I will do with your permission,
87 jugó el domingo a propósito.
Yes, 87, and oh, by the way, I think I will go and collect something. 87.
You win?
We won.
We won.
We won.
Right.
So I just sent Maurice the picture of my mother. This girl was but as for 87 years old, well, we got to do what we got to do. But how are you for the new year?
I'm doing quite well, actually.
Maurice and Rahim, happy new year, right?
Doing quite well, actually.
Okay.
Ya sabes de que lo pasé muy bien. Fuimos a la pues hay que darle gracias a Dios por el año que acaba de pasar y pedirle a Dios para este año, Rubén. Eso es muy importante.
See, a lot of people say, we will make, what are your resolutions for the new year? ¿Qué son los cambios? And I say the change is not in the new year. The change is from within us.
It's from
How
within
we
us.
change.
Yes.
I am with Emmanuel today, and we're doing the show. And what should I do? I should say, Manuel, todo lo mejor. Todo lo mejor para el año nuevo.
Sí.
Let it come from within.
Exactly.
Let it come from within.
Y como un comentario, porque sabes que viene gente, saluda y dicen, ojalá el 2018 sea mucho mejor. Bueno, ahí la neta es, ojalá y nosotros podamos cambiar. Sugar City Morning Show, buenos días.
Buenos días, Maní.
Buenos días.
Rubén.
Buenos días.
¿Qué tal?
¿Es Wilfrido?
Sí, Wilfrido. Sí, hermano, buenos días. Happy New Year.
Un poco ronco por el tiempo. Quiero darle felicidades a mi tía Poi.
Allá, güey.
Ajá. No sabía que era su birthday hoy, man. Me siento muy contento.
Oh, sí. Esa señora está arriba y abajo todos los días. Corre más rápido que yo.
Ajá, sí, man.
She's a very energetic woman.
Sí, con buena salud.
Sí, claro que sí.
Ajá.
Y gracias por los saludos, Wilfrido.
Paso a ver en su casa.
Ok, gracias, Wilfrido.
Bueno.
Gracias, Will, que la pases bien. Feliz año.
Exactamente.
Bye. Igualmente, bye.
Yeah. Yes. And my mother, most of the people la conocen como Miss Poi. Y vienen de todas las aldeas. Everybody knows my mother, and then I feel good, te sientes bien, that she's a well-known lady. And if you look, there's a picture of her.
Okay.
This picture was taken about 45 minutes ago.
Look good.
Yes, 87 years old. 87 years, young and beautiful. That's my mother. Yes. There she is.
Escuché hablar, una persona hablar de que hay una señora aquí en Luisiana que tiene 102 años. Yo no sabía de eso, pero quisiéramos saber más acerca de esta persona y que todavía anda, camina, barre, cocina y hace de todo. ¿Okay?
Pues mi mamá, cuando le preguntamos qué es, ella dice, mira, en la mañana con la música, ella baila. Dice, cuando hay fiesta en el parque, yo salgo, pero ella camina, ¿ok? Y pues ella tiene esta costumbre de que cuando, no me gusta de hablar ahorita, pero cuando hay un fallecimiento, un velorio, ella está ahí, ella no le importa quién es, mientras que sea de Orange Walk o alguien que conoce, ella está ahí. Ella es una persona muy amigable, muy personal, and she's a great lady, she cares a lot. And,
pues la cosa es que conoce tanta gente
y le gusta caminar.
Porque pues por tantos años que estuvo vendiendo lotería y la gente
desde
la
los 16
conoce.
Años, she was 16 years old, she had been selling Libolido, Ali Latry and things, and so, and she's 87 years old, so she's still going strong. She's still going, every now and then, dice, ya me aburrí. Le digo, mamá, ¿qué vas a hacer? Pues, vamos a rifar algo esta semana. Le digo, ma, ¿no vas a descansar? Pero no tengo nada más que hacer, hijo. So, so God bless her. Let her do what she wants to do.
Es que a esa edad les tienes que dar ánimo.
Oh, claro que sí.
Porque
Claro que sí.
al final del día, como mi mamá decía, el día que yo ves, que yo me siente y que no haga nada es porque something is wrong with me.
Something is wrong, yes.
Pero a esa edad, si quieren hacer las cosas, déjalos que lo hagan. Okay?
Y esta mañana más que nunca, she's so full of energy this morning. You know, I said I should have get up 4 o'clock, but Jack leave it to feel this way. You know? But anyway, happy birthday, ma.
¿Escuchaste tú el mensaje del primer ministro?
Yes.
Y nos dio mucho gusto escuchar que algunos de los proyectos estarán aquí en el área de Orange Walk, que se va a hacer de nuevo o reasfaltar de nuevo la carretera desde Ladyville, el Goldston Highway, desde Ladyville hasta la frontera. Esto incluye la calle, el Philip Goldston Highway, aquí en el pueblo.
Bueno, todo eso es parte de la extensión.
It's going to be resurfaced again.
Everything's going to be resurfaced because, you know, his trademark is infrastructure. Infraestructura. Mientras hay infraestructura mejor, es una contribución a la economía porque todos los vehículos, transporte, menos gastos en mantenimiento. El acercamiento de una comunidad a otra, el tiempo es más rápido.
La conveniencia, porque lo merecemos.
Claro que sí. Y lo importante aquí es también de que cuando se habla de infraestructura, construcción, todo lo que ha dicho el primer ministro, Right Honorable Dean Barrow, puedes ver la carretera, ¿no? La carretera que se prometió por años, siglos, de Orange Walk a Blue Creek. Nunca se cumplió. Cuando él dijo, it's going to be done, ya está cumplido. Sí. Se ve. You can see.
Sí, correcto. Otra cosa que yo quiero hacer poner muy en claro es de que, la expansión del mercado actual, compañeros, es un proyecto de gobierno.
Sí, precisamente.
No es un proyecto de concilio municipal, es un proyecto de gobierno. Así que si ven la expansión, ahí no es Town Council que lo está haciendo, sino es el gobierno.
Sí, the Right Honorable Dean Barrow, from commencement, he says, we are going to fulfill our promise for infrastructure development and growth. Porque eso le da trabajo a la gente, estimula la economía, hay más negocios, hay más business en los negocios y todo así. Y también se está preparando un plan de desarrollo para el norte para desarrollar turismo hasta todo el distrito de Orange Walk hasta Sarteneja, pavimentar todas las carreteras y todo y trabajar. Así que estos planes en el nuevo año y el desarrollo para que ahora haga más inversión en el norte está en camino, está en marcha. Así de que, claro, se puede ver de que va a haber trabajo, la economía se va a mejorar, pero como digo, esto es un gobierno UDP que hace poco a poco, mucho a mucho y completa el lema que se ha comprometido. It does what it says it will do, time after time. You can't do everything at one time.
No, you can't.
But you can see clearly the development as it's taking place. And there will be development in the district of Orange Walk. And by the grace of God and the vote of the people, when you vote in your new working team, see, we do not discriminate politically. You need to have a worker. You need to work. See, every morning you get up to come to work, get your program. Some people come late, but you're always on time. That is very important and significant. So cuando tienes un alcalde trabajador como Philip, un equipo que are the working team, el worker vaya a buscar lo que necesita para traer desarrollo.
Vamos a conseguir una llamada. Sugar City Morning Show, buenos días. Buenos días. Good morning.
Buenos días.
Buenos días.
Morning.
Good morning. Go ahead.
Buenos días. Yo lo que quiero es el plan. Yo lo que quiero es el plano de Orange Walk, donde se ha terminado. El plano de Orange Walk. donde está la terminal que hizo Vega.
¿De qué está hablando?
La terminal que hizo Vega, está bonito. Igual está en el Benque porque Chuck agarró y se ve de presidente de la... Igual está, mire, todos le ven a nalga a la gente ahí, los turistas, y ven cosas y ninguno ve por nada. Ya fui con los turistas ahí se orinan, vayan a ver su terminal de Chupa. Qué vergüenza eso. Voy a ver vayan a verlo y de presidente de la FIFA.
¿De dónde me llama, señor?
De la FIFA, ahí está el hombre y no, pero fuera por su casa, vayan a ver cómo está.
Ok, muy bien, gracias.
El Benque Viejo es de turismo, es una frontera y no ven nada esa gente.
Muy bien, gracias.
Bueno, quiero decirle, señor, de que recientemente yo estaba en Benque. Si usted recuerda el Benque del pasado y el Benque de hoy, ahí al lado hay un centro de infraestructura entre la cancha y la carretera. La carretera que va por Benque hasta la frontera es una construcción muy moderna. It's a modern market, muy moderna. Y también entre Benque Viejo del Carmen y la frontera, ahí está una zona libre ahora donde le da empleo a la gente de Benque Viejo del Carmen y la gente del oeste. Así de que hay mucho. Lo que el señor está hablando, por ejemplo, del Bus Terminal. Bus Terminal es algo, por ejemplo, acá en Orange Rock, ya se buscó el sitio, ya se está desarrollando el plan de mover a Ministry of Works de aquí para llevarlo afuera, para que tengamos
hablemos más acerca de este Bus Terminal.
Esto va a ser moderno en Orange Rock también. Okay. Así que ahí en Benque Viejo del Carmen, mucho trabajo se ha hecho y se sigue haciendo trabajo. Cuando oyes Benque Viejo del Carmen y todo eso, hablas del turismo de Caracol.
Así, lo que me está diciendo que la persona que llamó está hablando tonterías.
Bueno, yo no sé quién habla, pero es una persona que probablemente no vive en Benque Viejo del Carmen. Y nosotros que hemos estado allá recién, podemos indicarles de que esa es una comunidad que está creciendo día tras día.
Yo tengo que referirte a este caso, porque yo no he ido a Benque Viejo, tiene muchos años, así que no lo he visto.
No, pero esto es reciente que te estoy diciendo, que fuimos ahí.
Precisamente por eso. Así que es ganas de joder nada más. Bueno, vamos a continuar hablando acerca de los planes que tiene el gobierno para los autobuses aquí.
Aquí, como dije, ya se buscó el terreno donde se va a hacer el cambio, where the Ministry of Works will be relocated, afuera del pueblo. Entonces, porque el Ministry of Works es para el distrito, no es solo para el pueblo, el district. Así que va a salir afuera del pueblo y todo el sitio donde está el Ministry of Works ahorita, eso se va a desarrollar en un terminal moderno que va a tener sus citas, su tiempo de entrada, salida y todo lo que se encuentra en otras municipalidades modernos.
¿Es suficientemente grande ese lugar?
Sí, porque se va a utilizar todo el campo. Ahí hay una casita en la esquina. Todo eso se va a ajustar para ampliar todo eso y como todo se tiene que hacer redirección de tráfico. All right? Porque va a entrar, you have waiting time, loading time and exit time.
Bueno, te hago una pregunta. El barracks se está utilizando temporalmente como una estación de autobuses para los autobuses que van a las aldeas. ¿Se va a incorporar esta estación con el otro o simplemente seguirá así dividido?
No, el departamento de transporte, el bus terminal es para buses porque no puedes tener buses entrando en el town y la gente también va a ser más conveniente para la gente porque la gente va a saber el horario de los autobuses que van en los pueblos, ¿no? Así que porque por safety features tienes que tener todo, como siempre se dice, we need to have safety measures in place. ¿Y cómo se controla eso? Por control.
Sí, pero lo que te quiero decir es que se van a unir las dos estaciones
El bus terminal va a ser completamente para todo traficante y tráfico de buses. Bus terminal.
Sugar City Morning Show, buenos días. Hello. Ahí perdimos la llamada. Sí, adelante, sí.
Sí, bueno, esa es una de las metas y además de eso, el UDP team, the working team, desarrollando un plan para crecer económicamente Orange Walk y el distrito, conectándolo con turismo, también para revisar las entradas y salidas de in and out, one-way streets, out-way streets. Sabemos que como en cada centro, en cada ciudad, municipalidad que atrae gente, like downtown area, that whole downtown area can be an exclusive area, que gente puede salir a caminar, hacer ejercicio y a hablar con todos, modernize it. If you recall, your late brother, the late Fred Martinez, when he was mayor and even senator and he was contributing, you remember he started laying out the blocks, the tiles to include little walkways to modernize how it looked. And that is the concept that was good then and is even greater now, because then you will have people concentrated in an area that they can walk and relax, enjoy themselves, and create economic activity within the downtown area. Over the holidays, you see all the traffic jam and people don't know where to park and everybody they get ticket right, left, and center. When you have a municipality, people should be able to come to town, park honestly, respectfully, to be able to carry out their business. It's service orientated. Give service to the people. That's why municipalities are elected, to give service to the community, and that comes also in terms of modernizing development, again with infrastructure, to have more frequent cultural activities.
All right, that's very good.
That's part of it.
That's part.
But there's much more.
There's much more. Well, talking about much more, Ruben, I believe that well, a little while ago you told us that there is a plan to try to foster the development of tourism in the north. Can you tell us at least a couple of the projects that are involved in this development, or or it's just in its planning stage?
It's at its planning stage. You know, as you go to elections, past elections have been red, blue, red, etc. Our team that is headed by Philip de la Fuente is a working team. All of the people are working here in Orange Walk. You will have a mayor that can go and take a weed eater and work with the workers. Mira, ven que te muestre cómo vamos a limpiar esta calle. He's cleaning the drain. Let's see how to improve drains, garbage collections. We need to have a legislation to keep the municipality clean. There is hay un convenio que dice que hay entre las municipalidades keep municipalities clean. Pero no solo es firmar un convenio, sino es practicarlo. How do you do that? But engaging the community. People, if I live in this neighborhood and in front of my house there's a little drain, y gente bota basura, you think I will wait till town council come and clean that? That's my property, my vision. As a civic pride, a civic concerned citizen, I'm going to clean that drain and I'll leave peace front of my house so my property look clean. I don't want to wait till town council come. But how do you do that? You do that by engaging people, communicating with people, having civic education with the people, and particularly the younger people who are going to be the leaders of tomorrow, to let them know that they form an integral part of community development. And that is what Philip de la Fuente and his UDP team are bringing. And so we're asking all Orange Walkenians, vote for the working team, a team that will work along with you. That is what is required. That is what is needed. It's good to sit down in an office, but remember, it's also good to go and show and work along with your workers to let them know that it's a team. You know, municipalities and peoples in the municipalities are elected to give service. And that is what you're going to do. You're going to see your councillors. You know who your councillors are. Everybody knows Philip is a hard-working person. And when you have a hard-working person, a natural person, that will transcend into the community. So it's a town thing.
Can you give us an update on how the campaign for the United Democratic Party is going? In other words, have they begun doing other sections? Have they finished with east? Have they begun north? Have they?
There are few houses left in the east. They have visited over 700 houses in Orange Walk Central, and in a few weeks they will go and campaign in Otrobenke. So they will have the opportunity to almost cover the entire town, as of recent, because they are going house to house talking to the people. Because it's large and the time is short, sometimes some stay in the east, some stay in central, because they are the larger bodies, and then when they go to the north, they will be going as a team. Individually, some have been visiting their family and friends in the north, but in politics you have to be organized, you have to be structured. So they are working in Orange Walk Central, and they're going house to house, and believe it or not, a lot of people are very receptive.
Organized and structured. If you don't find somebody who is registered in Orange Walk, there must be some sort of structure in place.
Well, that is why you have your political strategy. You know that at the end of the day, when the voting day is closed in mid-February, when that deadline is closed and those who can vote, you will have a municipal list, and only those that are on that list then will be able to vote. So the political party's work is to know who these voters are, where they are, and invite them to come and vote.
But that begins from way before.
Oh yes, of course, because
the time for transfers is only July and August. So once that name is there, that means that name will remain there. Only some more will be added. Yes.
Yes. And the registration, the last day will be next Wednesday, January the 10th. That's the last day for people to go and register that will be eligible to vote for the municipal election, January 10th.
January 10th is the cutoff date for your name to be included
in the municipal list. However, election is continuous and registration is continuous. You can register every day. But up to January 10th, that is where the cutoff date. Yes.
El 10 de enero, compañeros, es la fecha límite, es la fecha cuando las personas que se han registrado o se puedan registrar hasta el 10 de enero, sus nombres de esas personas van a aparecer en la lista para poder votar en las elecciones municipales. Si tú cumples años el 14, ¿es el 10th of January, you said?
The 10th, el 10 de enero.
Okay. Si cumples
18
años el 14 de enero, desafortunadamente vas a poder registrarte, pero tu nombre no va a aparecer en la lista.
Sí, por eso los que cumplen 18, el mero 10 de enero y se van a registrar, su nombre va a ser incluido. Ese es el día de cutoff date, la fecha en cual se cierra la lista para los votantes que van a poder participar en la elección en el 7 de marzo, on the 7th of March. So we take this time to invite all those who are 18 or older who have not registered to go and register. This Saturday, the registration office will be opened. So you need to go. For those who are working during the week,
so
you can go
Saturday, yes. Let me look at this. January 10th. Let me just put this in perspective. January 10th is a week from today.
Yes. Wednesday.
So Saturday is going to be open.
Yeah, this Saturday.
This Saturday. From what time to what time?
I think they open from 8. It's going to be, I think, from 8 to 4 or 8 to 5, something like that. But we need to clarify that, and I will get that to you. Maybe before we get through here.
Yes. But guys, we'll take a break and we'll be right back with you after these messages. Let's take that break.
The sunny days are here, and whether it's for a picnic or in your kitchen, you need the meat. Gillette's Meat Shop proudly offers a variety of juicy cuts such as processed meats, ham, bacon, salami, longaniza, and sugar cure ham, just to mention a few. Enjoy our meats in beef, pork, and mutton. So for that healthy cut your family enjoys, visit us at number 18 San Antonio Road in Orange Walk. from Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. and 1:30 p.m. to 6 p.m. Saturdays, 7 a.m. to 12:30 and 3 to 5 p.m. Sundays, 8 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Place your orders at 322-3486 or 322-2175 or even 610-4061. Send us an email at DerekGillett31@gmail.com. Gillett's Meat Shop. Fresh and processed meats.
You have an 8-cylinder powerful engine disguised as an aluminum alloy that spins at 8,000 revolutions per minute.
Goes like this. You think it's a turbo?
No, with the cleaning of injectors and a change of oil, you will run more efficient, my friend.
For those who understand the engine like it talks to you, we speak machine. Rush France, making the world function. Authorized agent, German Vega and Sons. Telephone number 322-3625. Email germanvega@btl.net.
The Philip Colton Highway between Belize City and the Philip Colton International Airport is getting a major facelift to the tune of $31.5 million. Section A of the highway upgrading project between Haulover Bridge and PGIA is nearing completion at an investment of $13.6 million. Works include construction of retaining walls to prevent erosion, widening of the road cross-section to include paved road shoulders, pavement restoration and resurfacing. The project also includes installation of LED road lighting and safety features such as signs, reflectors, road marking, and improved visibility through the clearing of the road reserve. The government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
Punta Gorda Town now has a modern multi-purpose sporting facility thanks to the government of Belize. The brand new complex is double the size of the prior venue, and some of the features include a FIBA certified wooden court with padding underneath, seating capacity for 1,000, changing rooms, locker rooms, and offices. This $3.4 million investment in the town of Punta Gorda is being heralded by the residents of PG.
I feel very excited because this is first time a port like this is built in PG.
This is a big achievement for the town because we have a lot of the youths when they come out and want to play ball the same way. And this just a put up on another level.
A lot of youths that can't even wait to play on the new court because it's so official and it's something new to PG in a whole.
I want to thank the government of Belize because they look out for PG, you know.
The government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
Six cylinders to pure potential with better performance.
It looks like it vibrates. You think it could be the horsepower?
With a quart of oil and the calibration of the injectors, it will start to get the washers again on the street.
We take a motor to its optimal level. We speak machine. Rush France, making the world function. Authorized agent, German Vega and Sons. Telephone number 322-3625. Email germanvega@btl.net.
They see you and know you're living, always a star. Yes, you live in color to the limit, large and in charge. Yes, that's why you rock with Buster. Refreshing range of colorful flavors. Always a star, never the audience. You run things ever run yours. Yes, you are the life of it, not just a part of it. Your life is never black and white. Live in full color, Buster.
Welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show when it's exactly 23 minutes before 9 o'clock. 23 minutos para las 9 de la mañana. Es más, las 9 menos 23 minutos. Es un gran gusto saludarles, compañeros. Hoy es miércoles, hoy es el 3 de enero. y la primera semana en el año 2018. Así que todo lo mejor. Estamos estado hablando, compañeros, acerca de planes para el futuro, pero en realidad los planes solo dichos, ahí se quedan, pero los planes realizados, los planes cuando dices yo me empeño a realizar este proyecto, esa es la actitud correcta para tomar. Los días cuando cae la mano del cielo ya terminaron. Así que en vez de estar tratando de buscar ese tipo de arreglo, por favor, tratemos de concentrar nuestros esfuerzos en nosotros hacer la diferencia, con nuestra propia determinación y sobre todo con nuestras propias fuerzas. ¿Qué dices tú?
Bueno, sí, así es, claro que sí. En las elecciones municipalidad que van a llegar, well, of all the achievements and accomplishments. And you always have a few that are never satisfied. You can't please everybody. Even Jesus Christ that came to the world, the earth couldn't please everybody. But the majority of people are saying, look, we are satisfied with the progress, development, and the service that this UDP government has been giving to the people. The municipalities all over this country are expanding, growing, and developing at a level that has never been experienced in Belize before. We need to put our back on the map on that fast-track development program. With due respect to the present town council, they are our brothers and sisters, but they also need to benefit from this. You cannot have a mayor and a town council that will look at the prime minister and says, I don't need you. We need a town council and a mayor that will go to the central.
Good morning, sir. Good morning.
Morning, Martinez.
Good morning, sir.
I call from Champaris Village.
Yes, sir.
And when Mr. Aragon was campaigning here, he promised to fix the street here in Champaris and nothing has happened yet.
Which street, sir?
Champaris Road. Remember he promised that he will fix the street here in the village and nothing has happened yet?
Well, that doesn't mean that he will not do it, you know. He has not done it is a fact, but that doesn't mean that he will not do it. He may have plans to have it. It's just that, you see, whenever you find you need to identify funds, ladies and gentlemen, and with so many people needing different things, well, then we have to identify funds for all of these different things. So that road is a priority, and I'm sure that they are at the point where they are identifying funds for this road. So believe me, it will be, this is something which is quite important, you know. We go and we say, oh, no nos han dado esa calle, pero aguántate tantito. Simplemente se trata de identificar de dónde van a venir los fondos. Porque el dinero, pues fácilmente ya se programó para otra cosa, otro proyecto, el que tenías tú en mente, ¿ok? Y también sucede que hay emergencias, ¿ok? Cuando el dinero que tenías tú programado se tuvo que usar para otra cosa. Así que, por favor, paciencia es todo lo que pido, porque al final del día estoy seguro de que si vino como una promesa del gobierno, se va a cumplir.
That is right. Así es, Emmanuel. Certainly, but it takes time. You need to have a plan. And in the rural areas, there are village councils. Through the Department of Rural Development, all village councils, all are asked to prepare their 3-year term plan. Where is your village today? Where do you want to see it in 3 years? What can you do? What do other people have to work with you? And what are others have to do? In other words, it's 3 tiers, because there are things that you can do locally. For example, locally, you could mow and keep your community clean. 2, if you need, like the caller said, your road, then you and the area representative sit down and discuss the plan. 3, there are others that we need to get external funding. So we need to prepare a program, a project, and to see what impact it's going to have in the community, submit that to the funding agency, which will review it and then it will come back together.
This is an answer to the social cause.
This is how the development plan works. There are things that you can do, things that others will help you do, and things that others you reach out to others to do for you because you cannot do it. And that is how the development is going. And that is the strategy, and that is the plan, how the new UDP slate under Philip de la Fuente are looking at development in Orange Walk that will also benefit the district as a whole. Remember, the town is the hub of activities. So you need to have a development to have economic partnership between the rural communities and their products and the business community in Orange Walk. So it's an upliftment economic development program that they're looking at. How do you work that? By having dialogue with your business people, having dialogue with different entities and stakeholders, so that you can have a plan that will serve everybody.
Sugar City Morning Show. Good morning. Buenos días.
Buenos días, ¿algún comentario?
Ándale, adelante.
Ok. Estoy viendo cómo están diciendo de que la gente formula su plan y tiene. ¿Por qué no es la idea mejor de que el departamento viene a la gente? ¿Por qué solo se sientan en las oficinas, no? Y andan alrededor del pueblo nomás? Que vayan en el puesto y hablen con la gente. Pero eso, hoy que dijo ese señor, que tú hagas tu plan, tú vienes y después vamos a revisar contigo. De una vez anda mal. Esa es la cosa de que se debe de entender para que pueda haber mejor progreso. Anda con la gente. Te vas a sentar en tu oficina y espera que venga contigo ahora.
Sí, pero tenemos que clarificar su punto, señor.
Allá se siente un poquitito como que, ¿no? Anda por acá y por allá con esta gente.
No.
Anda con ellos, güey. Eso es lo que quiere la gente.
Ok, señor. Señor.
Ok, es un comentario de aquí.
Sí. No. Sí. Claro, pero le voy a permitir.
No. Sí, claro que sí. Gracias por su comentario. Es muy importante. Por eso el Departamento de Desarrollo Rural tiene reuniones con los concilios aldeanos y las comitivas que son elegidos. Se les da entrenamiento en cómo preparar estos planes. Recuerden que es la gente de la comunidad que eligió a estas personas que manejen el negocio, asuntos de desarrollo de la aldea. Así de que, bueno, la gente le dice a su concilio, mira, esto es lo que está pasando, y entonces el concilio vienen los departamentos para ver cómo podemos apoyar. Si el concilio dice, mira, les invitamos para ir a la aldea a hablar sobre nuestro punto, se va a hacer eso, porque se ha hecho en varias aldeas, pero eso depende también en el concilio o los miembros allá que estén activos. Lo que ha sucedido es de que, como has mencionado anteriormente, Manuel, que la gente dice, oye, ya lo pusimos, ya que ellos vayan. No, la cosa es de que si tú eres elegido, como el Town Council es elegido, ¿cómo le vas a decir al concilio, pues vamos a hacer esto acá sin que esto sea parte de su plan? Así de que eso es, creo que el malentendimiento que debemos de hablar, platicar, porque es correcto, el señor tal vez él no sabe de que los concilios aldeanos deben de ir, donde hay tres niveles. El nivel del concilio aldeano, that's rural, that's local government, municipal government, national government. Así va. ¿Y quién? El village council, el representante y el ministerio.
Vamos a tomar esta madre. Buenos días, Sugar City Morning Show.
Good morning everyone there.
Morning.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, go ahead.
Yes, Mr. Argon came to give out the Christmas cheer in the village of Champa Ridge.
And?
Yes, and he gave out beans, but the beans, it seems that the beans can't cook. He has 2 days I cook my beans and he can't finish it. I put on gallon of water, he can't cook it.
But they have presents, all kind of things they give out at Champa Ridge. A lot of kids gone there and got a lot of good things. And remember the Christmas cheer, no? The Christmas cheer is a voluntary thing that you do for the people. You understand? It's a voluntary thing. It's not an obligated thing, but it's very nice for the representative to go there and give something to the children. Remember, and whatever they give, you know, I mean, we have to be grateful for the things that we receive. We have to be grateful, you know, we have to be very grateful in this life. And that's 2018. Man.
Hace ratos, compañero, hace ratos, hice mención claramente de que en vez de estar esperando a ver qué el representante o qué el ministro nos va a traer o nos va... Ese tipo de pensamiento no es bueno para ningún ciudadano en ninguna parte del mundo. Porque luego entonces empiezas a tener una actitud subserviente. Y entonces todo tu vida circula en tratar de conseguir lo que el representante te pueda dar. Esa actitud, compañeros, no va bien con el desarrollo del país. Si es que conseguiste un regalo de frijoles y si no te sirvieron, por el amor de Dios no tienes que estar llamando a la estación de televisión para estar anunciándolo. A mí me vale si lo haces, pero no habla mal por mí, pero habla mal por ti.
Yeah, and you see, that is why we need to have a stronger relationship. The council meets the representative goes to meet the council, because the representative also has an obligation to go there. And we can turn it around the other way. Not only talk about Christmas, think about the areas where the representative is not for the government. What if we were to say every day, what does the Honorable might do with $7,500 a month with all the villages? You ask any village council in Orange Walk South in all the years, how much money has the representative given to village council to help the villages? And he gets $7,500 a month. Carl, you can go in Central, how much they get, how much San Esteban Village Council get. Okay, you can check from the representative, you can check in Corozal, Southeast, etc., how much they get from the representative that the government gives them money. So it's an educational process that we need to continue, what politics is all about, what representation is all about, and how we play a role in interacting with our leaders to ensure that they give us the services that was promised to us. So we need to work together. And like you said, why you are called from bag of beans, my God, man. Anyway, that's his opinion, you know, and you're respected, senor. Happy New Year. Happy New Year.
Pero ahí vamos, Rubén, con una buena campaña.
Oh, sí, la campaña está yendo bien. The people are very receptive to our candidates. And one of the things that made me laugh the other day is that, you know, Armando Ocha, he's a candidate and he didn't go wrong. And somebody...
Es hijo de Chile.
No, exactly. And they go, he said, tú no eres hijo de Chile. Dice, oh, ese señor se paraba allá en la esquina, se saludaba todo y habla todos y todos. Y dice, oh, por eso le sacaste a tu papá. Le dice, pues sí, mi papá siempre ha sido UDP, fue UDP.
Gran amigo de mi padre.
You know, and a good friend, so you can see, no? Yes, and then you know, the De La Fuente family, the De La Fuente family have contributed to the development of Orange Walk Town. You know, with pharmacies, they have with hotels, with restaurants by the riverside. You know, by farming. You can look at the roots of our candidates, and you can see that they have come from a family of development and growth for this community.
Working people.
Exactly.
I remember Mr. Joe and Miss Audrey for way back.
Yes, man, wonderful people they were. You know. Mr. Joe still goes out to his farm and he'll pick up, you know. He's still there out there again, the workout and whatnot.
Whenever I see me walking those salaries, he pick me up and give me a ride.
Yeah. So when you look at the UDP candidates coming from a root of workers who go and do things, they don't sit down and say, gimme, they go and work. You understand? On the campaign, when Philip is campaigning and see people in job, he hurry go home, get a truck, put on a jumpsuit, get a weed eater, he crack, I say, kill us, Walter. And he there right there. No, if you compare to the next mayor where they sit down in the office, just like the caller said, they call and go up and text and Facebook. You know, Philip is out there working with his workers.
Thank
You know, and then you talk about Joe Cocom. They're working engineering, working at BSI. You understand, Brother Williams, Evans. They're working with IT, technical thing, computers and thing, and so you have Yara, the teacher, and then you have Ejesha, the young person, you know, the graduate of I believe it's Muffles, I'm not too sure, and then you have Brother Sambola, who he work all his life and truck from Ministry of Works and everything, that all they know to do is work. So everybody knows if you're a cane farmer in Orange Walk and you hire somebody for a chop cane, you want a worker, you don't want one where stand up there and sleep on your job. So you want workers, and that is what the UDP team is bringing.
Productiva en este país, no gente que esté siempre detrás de los pantalones de los ministros y los representantes a ver qué puede conseguir. Eso nos va a costar cambiar, compañeros. Y aquí estoy hablando al grano, porque hay una gran cantidad de gente que todo lo que hacen es justamente eso. ¿Ok? Y cierta gente no les gustará que yo lo esté diciendo, pero esa es la neta. Y mucha gente lo sabe. ¿Ok? Pero necesitamos más gente que ayude a desarrollar este país con su trabajo. Con trabajo. ¿Ok? Porque solo así es cuando podemos beneficiar de los frutos. Porque lo que así viene, así se va, compañeros. Todos lo sabemos. Sin embargo, lo que trabajaste duro con esto, te va a durar toda una vida si lo sabes cuidar.
Así es, así es. I just want to remind people that this Saturday, the Elections and Boundaries office is open from 8 o'clock in the morning. And then, next Wednesday, January 10th, is the cutoff date for registration. So if you're 18, tienes 18 años, you're in the municipality of Orange Walk, you may go and register and be eligible to vote and let your voices be heard. It is important that your voices be heard. And, you know, we have friends across political lines. And when you talk, they say, Mira, if we're the only one, they come and look at our town and love our town and talk about our town, how we can develop it and go. And that is what the UDP working team reflects. That is what I see in them. And when we advise them, we tell them, look, you go visit everybody. Because some people will complain, but find out why are they complaining? Why? What is it? How can we solve things for people? You can do this by dialogue and then learning from the people, because you listen, so that when you are able to present your work plan and whatever you will do in the next 3 years as a UDP town council, the people will say, I was listened to. And that is important. There's a difference rather than saying and listening. And right now, the UDP 17, they're going house to house. They're in Central right now. They'll be going to the North shortly. And wherever they go, people are receiving them very well, extremely well. And we're very proud of them. And we ask them to keep your head high, keep focused, and listen to the people. It's important.
Give them what they want.
And ask them for the vote. Ask them to vote for the UDP 17. That is what is needed.
Nada más recordarle a todos de que este 10 de enero, la siguiente semana, miércoles, es la fecha límite para poder ingresar tu nombre en la lista de votantes para estas elecciones municipales. Es la fecha límite. Es más, si te registras como votante luego del 10 de enero, tu nombre no va a aparecer en la lista para las elecciones municipales. Te puedes ir a registrar, pero saldrá en la siguiente lista.
Y la razón por eso es de que el cutoff date le da la oportunidad y para activar la responsabilidad de Elections and Boundaries, que lleven esta lista a la Corte para aprobación, o darle al público una oportunidad de revisar los que se han registrado para ver si son merecidos, y cuando se van en la Corte para aprobación, entonces se tiene que publicar, entonces se hace oficial esa lista, y por ese tiempo que se tiene que ir en la Corte, ahí se limita el tiempo que tiene para aprobación para estar en la lista. So there's a reason why there is a deadline. There's a reason to give.
También obviamente tiempo para imprimir y publicar y para que los partidos políticos tengan tiempo para reproducirlo también y pasárselo a sus señores de campaña.
Y siempre unos dicen, you know, me acuerdo cuando lees who and what is what. No. The thing is, the campaign is to ensure that when you go to campaign to the people, you listen to the people and try to make every effort for the majority of people to understand that what you're doing is for the betterment of the community, and as a result, it will be as a good reward for the voter, because all of us live in this community. Some people say, well, where I get for this or where I get for that. Well, you know, we have children, we have grandchildren, and somebody needs to set the pace and the plan for a growth for today, tomorrow, and thereafter. And sometimes we make that sacrifice in doing the right thing so that they may benefit. And democracy is about participation. When we go to vote, we practice our democratic and constitutional right to have our voices heard. Some people say, well, I'm not going to vote. Well, if you don't go to vote, you are also respected. But you can also remember that at the end of the day, on March 7th, when the voting is closed and the polls and the votes are counted, there will be an elected body. And then that is the elected body that is going to govern for the next 3 years. And in Orange Walk, the people of Orange Walk are going to vote for the UDP 7 so that we can join the municipalities in the entire country to work along with the central government to get more for the people of Orange Walk. So we invite you to go register today and to the 10th if you're 18. And remember, as you go to register, just say to yourself, I will join the UDP 7 working team, because we want a working team to develop our community of Orange Walk. And it's easy as that. And invite your friends to tell them, look, let us join the development team of municipalities countrywide. Let Sugar City be a UDP 7 team so that we can get more for our community and all the citizens to benefit.
Pues muchas gracias, Rubén. Ya son
thank
las 9 de la mañana. Gracias por venir a
Happy New Year for the New Year to everybody. And God's blessings.
A todos. Y también a mi spoiler le deseo de corazón todo lo mejor, mucha salud, buena salud y muchas fuerzas, mi spoiler. De corazón te deseo todo lo mejor. Pues compañeros, ya hemos llegado a el final de este show, ya son las 9 de la mañana y a este punto quiero dar las gracias a Rahim y a Morris también, el equipo de producción, pero también quiero darle las gracias a ustedes, compañeros, por participar y por su audiencia. Compañeros, este show repite hoy a las 9 de la noche y estaremos de vuelta con ustedes mañana a la misma hora. Así que cuídense mucho, nos vemos mañana a la misma hora. Hasta luego.
Buen día.
City Morning Show.